Hello, everyone, and welcome to the District 25 Toastmasters online store. This presentation is going to show you a little bit about how to get around and select your registration products to register for the programs. So today, let me share with you a little walkthrough of how our online registration process works. When you get in here, you will see the District 25 online store, and on here you will see the different types of options. This is going to be for the annual conference coming up in May. And just to give you a little preview of how that will work. Now, very important to see here at the top, you're going to see in here that we do have meal options this year that will be able to be selected whenever you add it to your cart. We put a reminder here that you do have a list of the different menu choices that you'll be able to see. And just to show you a little bit about what that looks like. So when we go in here, you're going to get to see some of the menus that we have for the annual conference, and you'll be able to choose these before you add these to your cart. So you have options for the meals. So you'll be able to find that right here. Now, when you also go in, you'll be able to, when you select one of these options, just like the note says, if you're going to be making multiple purchases of the same item and each has a different choice, this is how you're going to do it. You'll first select the meal for the first person and then add it to the cart. And then you'll have a button for continue shopping, and we will demonstrate this. And then you'll be able to select the meal for the second person and add it to the cart. So there should be two. If you're doing two people, you should have two things in your cart with different options for each person. So that will allow that to happen. And then if you can repeat that process, or if you have like multiple people when you're done, you can then check out. So just for an example, we're going to just look at one of the ones right now for like the early bird conference fee. We're going to click on this option, and you're going to be able to see what the product looks like. Now, you have up here, and because it's early bird, the price is discounted. So now you have the $170 fee for the early bird registration. Now, because of it being a whole thing with food choices, you will be able to move down here. Before you add to the cart, you're going to want to make sure that you have your selections down here. Now, you can choose on each of these lists. For the Friday dinner, you'll be able to choose your meat or the vegan option. So you'll choose one here, the Saturday lunch option, which is over here. And then for the Saturday dinner, you'll be able to pick one as well. Okay? Once you have those selections, you'll then be able to add the first person to your cart. And don't worry, you'll be able to add the names and everything at the end. Don't worry about that. But once you get the first one, please add it to the cart. It then is going to show you how, up here in the top right corner, it's going to give you a preview of what's in your cart. And so you have your first one. So now you can, and then it also give you a little summary over here on the side, but wait for just a minute. We're going to come back over here again, and we're going to select our second one. Now, it's going to keep the same things that you want, but if you want to change to your second option for your second person, you can go ahead and change these options again. And then you will have those for the option number 2. And again, you will want to be able to add to cart. And the reason I'm showing you this is because this is a very new feature that we are rolling out for this registration. And what you'll be able to see is, and if we do hit the view cart, you're going to then see the full breakdown in this manner. You'll see over here, we had our selections for the first one. Again, how you have the chicken, the chicken, and beef. And then our second option we just did, then I'll be able to select, again, the beef, the vegan, and the fish for the dinner. So you can clearly see the two differences as well as the price in your card, okay? Now, just to give you a preview, if you are completely done, you would repeat that process again if you were wanting to add more people. But now you will be able to go to proceed to checkout. Now, what's really cool is that you will want to fill out all of your details here. The person that's going to be paying for this, you'll want to make sure you have all your information here. This will be required. Anything you have to see with an asterisk, you will want to make sure that you have that field filled in. And then you'll come all the way down here to event specifics. Now, you'll want to enter the first and last name of the primary person. If you have additional names for the meals and for registration, you'll want to add those right here. And again, it gives you a nice little description right below just to give you information, the club information and district information. If you have any dietary requests for the meal, please list that stuff right here. And then if there's any accommodations, ADA access, if you need some extra assistance, please put that information right here inside this blank. If you like to volunteer, we have an option on here for volunteering. And we love first timers, so we want to know if this is your first time to come to the event, because our team will reach out to you to be able to bring you in more into Toastmasters. And for those that will be doing the banner on Friday, make sure if you're going to be the one bringing the banner, make sure that is included as well. If you have any additional comments for the registration team or anything for Toastmasters leadership, please include that right here on this comment form. And again, all of these parts are optional. So make sure if you do want to have any comments added during registration, please include those here. Once you do, you'll want to make sure you'll just read over these very carefully. Again, this is directly from your cart, and you'll, again, in a nice fashion, you'll be able to see each person's selection right here. So verify that before you select. And then you'll have your prices, then you'll add your credit card information. This is a secure site, so please make sure that you have your information in here, and that will pay for your information, and we'll be able to send it to leadership and our registration team to include on the conference rosters. Make sure to include this right here on the bottom. There's a little check mark if you've agreed to the terms and conditions of the processor. And then once you have everything confirmed and you're happy with that selection, you may hit the place order. And that will then take you through the process of finishing your registration. Please do not hit the button more than once, because it potentially could charge additional fees if you do hit it multiple times. Please give it just a few minutes. If it does take a little time, just let it run. But it is processing your information. If by chance there is an issue with the order, there is always a contact information. You will get an email with an email to our web team, as well as the registration team. If you have any questions whatsoever about the order or the processing or whatever, it's all no problem at all. We will be happy to answer any questions and review anything that may come up. Hopefully this has been a little exciting, getting a little bit of more detail about the registration process. We're real excited about rolling it out. There's also a little bit updated theme on emails that you'll receive this time. And I think you'll really enjoy getting all of the details sent to you. And if you have any questions, we're all here to answer that. And we're certainly looking forward to having you at the annual conference coming up in May. Thanks again for watching. If you have more questions, let us know. And we wish you a great day. Thank you so much.